we do with 12 millions of undocumented. We cannot just send them back. And yet they are here in a sort of illegal status in some way. They cannot enjoy all the rights that we have, and they sort of live under the shadow and so forth. So those are the challenges.
But there are many out there who would say, well, they get what they deserve. They came into this country. They really shouldn't be here in the first place. You know, why are we creating this channel? But I know that OCA supports some pathway.
Correct.
And you know that there be this way in which I guess these undocumented immigrants can become documented in some way.
Right. Well, it is true that they came here not through a legal pathway. Therefore, they have to have some consequence. Yeah. But on the other hand, you need to recognize this situation exists there. We have to take a pragmatic approach to resolve this situation. And the thinking at this point is that perhaps they will be allowed to stay and then have a working permit, but they have to go through some kind of pathway to, in a way to characterize it, pay the price, and then some even will be required to return to where they came from, and then just start from the beginning to wait in line. So these are all the considerations that are ongoing in the Congress at the moment.
Now, in terms of the Asian American community, I would guess that our first preference is to allow those who have been waiting, you know, make sure that they are the first ones considered. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's the family unification piece.
Correct, yeah. I think the census of our community, and especially our organization, OCA, is that to us the most important part is the family unification, because family value is such a fundamental value to our society. And our community has been using that pathway to unify with our parents, our siblings, our even young children.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, you know, for me, that in looking at the situation, there's no other idea. No one is coming forward with any other plan that might work, because certainly if we send back those who have come illegally, what are we going to do with their children? What are we going to, you know, who will take care of those families? I think that the people who are challenging this other route, you know, really need to give consideration to that piece of it.
That's correct.
So, but I know that OCA is very, very interested in preserving our borders. That, you know, we make sure that they are as secure as possible and not allow more to come through, but deal with the ones we already have. Is that a quick sense of it?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we certainly support a secured border, and then, and only then, I think most of the problem can be resolved, because, and in fact, some population feel that has to come first before anything is being considered.
So in terms of the 12 million undocumented immigrants, approximately 1 million of the undocumented are Asian Americans, I understand.
Yeah, of course. The fact that undocumented is very difficult to get a precise estimate, but that's roughly the estimate that we are working with. Yeah.
But of course, you know, our community has always been very divided in their feelings about some of these issues.
Correct.
So are they divided in their feelings about this issue?
Oh yes, very much so. If I have to bet on it, most of them probably more conservative than being willing to allow a lot of leeway for people to adjust their immigration status, because many of them themselves have been waiting for a long time to be able to enter the country or unify with their families. So they feel they pay the price while others can get a free ride.
Right. But of course, you and I are talking about a perspective taken by a pretty progressive organization that's looking at, you know, society as a whole, as opposed to just what benefits our community.
Yeah, and OCA's position is that, well, we have to be pragmatic, deal with the problem at hand, and at the same time protect the family value and make sure that's an integral part of the immigration reform.
Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for being out there advocating on behalf of the community, and look forward to being updated on where we are with that.
Sure.
That concludes our program for today. Thanks to Larry Shinagawa and Michael Lin for joining me, and thanks to all of you for being with us. Stay well, and we'll see you next time.